stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So TCU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Wants to throw. It's Marquez. Immediately fires to the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
Finds his man. It's Sparks. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
TCU. What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football. TCU 7, Arizona 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Vincent. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught in the backfield, it's Duggar. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Gets it out fast. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Northwestern was able to come away with the win as they have in Evanston so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Vincent. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Got some room into the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Scanning the field, it's Vincent. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Higgins. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Higgins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. The Horned Frogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback adapting. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. To the air, it's Marquez. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes a connection. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They're going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin, and this might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm in the lead. Everything's going right.
To the air, it's Marquez. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run this play from the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive.
There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. He now has 74 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Marquez. Complete to the left. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Waddle. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. Falls to the ground, incomplete. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Vincent. Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle. It's Higgins. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Smashes it between the uprights. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Marquez. With the catch, it's Harris. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Under fire. He lofts one down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
And that's in Arizona.
He's got it. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
In Arizona.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Working that left side now. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought, big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Arizona 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Dropping back, it's Vincent. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this.
Looking deep down the right side. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Marquez. Quick completion on the out route. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Arizona 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Give to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught over the middle. It's high. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw again. Good timing on the quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
These quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense, and you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Incomplete, and that'll be a turn. downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The inside handoff. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Woods. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
49, Arizona, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Grabs it in the middle. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys
striving for the goal line, loose football. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them.